Okay, let's dive right into a pretty counterintuitive idea about that supercomputer sitting in your pocket. You'd think, right, that as AI gets more and more powerful, you'd need a more powerful phone to keep up. But what if the exact opposite is true?
So let's just put the question out there right up front. In this new age of AI, why is dropping $1,000 or more on the latest, fastest phone not just a waste of money, but actually a strategic mistake? Why is it a losing game?
To start answering that, look at this number, $100. Get this, that's the price of a used 6-year-old Android phone that one creator is using to produce 12, yes, 12, videos a day across 6 different languages. That is a level of output that 99.9% of professional YouTubers with all their fancy studios can't even come close to.
So how on earth is this possible? It feels like it just breaks all the rules. Old, cheap tech shouldn't be able to do this. But here's the secret. This creator isn't breaking the rules. They're just playing a completely different game, in a completely different world than the rest of us.
And that's the key to this whole thing. You see, the conversation about how expensive and powerful tech needs to be is happening in 2 totally separate universes. You've got the world of the builders, the people making the AI, and you've got the world of the users, and what they need is night and day. And this split right here, this is everything. On one side, you've got the calculating side, the builders. We're talking about companies burning through billions of dollars on insane GPUs and massive data centers. But on the other side, that's the user side. That's you, that's me. And what do we actually need? A screen and some buttons. That's basically it.
So you see, that creator's incredible output isn't coming from a powerful device. It's coming from a really powerful strategy. It's called the thin client strategy. And frankly, it's your secret weapon in this new AI era.
So what is a thin client? The idea is actually super simple. It just means your phone isn't really the computer anymore. It's basically just a remote control, a keyboard and a screen that connects you to a gigantic supercomputer that someone else, like Google or OpenAI, owns and operates.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. Step 1, you tap on your cheap phone. You give it some input. That's it. That's all you do. Then the platform, Google, YouTube, whoever, does literally everything else. All the heavy lifting, the processing, the storage, even the distribution of your content to millions of people. It's all handled by their multi-billion-dollar setup. You own 0 computing resources, and that becomes your superpower. Okay, so if this strategy is so smart and so much more efficient, why are we all, creators and consumers alike, still obsessed with buying the latest and greatest, most expensive gear? Well, it turns out we're falling for 3 really common psychological traps.
Trap number 1 is all about emotion. We get confused between the process and the actual outcome. We buy the expensive new phone not because it gets a better result, but because using it makes us feel like a professional. The satisfaction of using the fancy gear becomes the real goal, not the thing we're actually trying to create.
The second trap, it's a deep-seated lack of trust. Deep down, we think, yeah, the cloud is cool and all, but AI can't be that good. I still need my own horsepower just in case. But the reality is, a platform like Google has invested more money in its computers than any of us could spend in 1,000 lifetimes. Trusting your own machine over the platform is like showing up to a wildfire with a garden hose.
And the final trap is that we're stuck in an old way of thinking. It's called the craftsman model. It's this 20th century idea that our value comes from our personal skill, from doing every little thing ourselves by hand. But the game has changed. The 21st century model isn't about being the best craftsman, it's about being the best manager of an incredibly powerful system.
So, getting out of those traps means we need a totally new way of thinking about what actually gets results today. It's not about the power you own, it's all about the power you can leverage.
And this is it. This is the new formula for success. Look closely. Your personal machine's power is just one part of the equation. And you'll notice that its importance gets really, really small if your reliance on the platform is high and your speed is high. You're basically a privateer, using the platform's massive investment to achieve your own goals. It's brilliant.
This is why that cheap $100 phone isn't a compromise. It is a huge strategic advantage. It makes you incredibly resilient. If your phone breaks, who cares? You just get another one. You have infinite scale, limited only by the platform, not your wallet. It's flexible, it's fast, and you could even say it's the most capitalism-proof strategy an individual can possibly have.
So, when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway here? Well, it really just comes down to understanding your role in this whole new AI world.
High-spec, ridiculously expensive phones and computers are absolutely essential.
for the tiny, tiny percentage of people who are actually building and training new AI models. For the other 95% of us, the users, it's just a luxury. It's a want, not a need.
And that really leaves us with just one final question to think about. A ridiculously powerful engine is being built for you, using billions and billions of dollars of investment. The car is ready to go. The only question is, are you going to keep trying to build your own little engine in the garage? Or are you ready to just grab the keys, get in the car, and drive? Your answer to that question is what will determine if you're playing a winning game or a losing one.